Hey Gear Facts friends, this is a video that's long overdue. I want to review for you the Samson Studio Monitor Kit, Studio GT it's called. It's often shipped with a microphone. I personally just got the studio monitors on their own and I'm a very happy customer. They're only small monitors, they've only got 3.5-inch speakers, I think they are, a bit of a tweeter at the top there. It has mesh protection on the tweeter, which I absolutely love because if anyone's careless or if kids visit your studio or whatever, somebody's always going to push in those tweeters, so I love having that little bit of mesh. Good design features, apart from the fact that they look really nice as well with those tapered edges. Anyway, this is the really good bit here. We've got all of these inputs at the front, and I'd mention at this point that these studio monitors also act as a direct USB interface, so anything that you plug into these sockets can be recorded straight to your computer, and it does come with software as well. Just zooming in really close, we'll start in the middle. You can see we've got monitoring for 2 sets of headphones, which is really handy. The dial right in the center there gives you a balance between what is monitored and what is sent directly to your computer. Then we've got headphone volume just on the left there. Over on the right, that's the master level there. Up on either side, you can see that we've got XLR sockets plus a knob for each. Those are trim pots for the input level on those XLR sockets. They'll also take TRS pins as well. The sockets are right on the front too. That really facilitates quick changes in equipment connected to these monitors. The back is also quite interesting. You can see that this is not a powered pair. You've got a master monitor here on my right, and on the left is a slave. A lot of people don't like that system, but for your average small home studio, it's perfectly fine. You've also got the air outputs there on the back of the speakers, which should reduce distortion. I am misusing one of them there by putting this excess cable inside the hole. I've found that to be quite handy, and obviously that doesn't affect your sound at all. So we've got our input there, output from that speaker to power the slave. As you can see, there's the USB socket there, RCA and 3.5mm auxiliary at the top. One small criticism is that we've got the power in system right down the bottom here. The switch is in probably the most inaccessible part of the whole speaker system, but after a while you'll learn where it is and you'll reach back there and switch on and off, just hoping that there's no spiders or anything back there. I have to say I do prefer when on-off switches are on the front, but you can hardly say that that's reasonable given everything else that they've given us on the front of these speakers. So that just leaves us with the burning question of how do they sound? Well, I've brought a drum machine here and I've chosen a drum kit that extends the sonic range to such a point that it'll push the speakers kind of outside their comfort zone, I suppose. So I'll start off soft. You can see quite a lot of movement in the speakers, and it does get a little bit rattly at absolute full velocity. But bear in mind that these are home studio monitors. They're not designed for a massive volume output. They're designed for working in a domestic workspace where you won't need a whole lot of volume. As far as clarity goes, they're definitely passing the test. All those sounds coming through with every little grain of detail that your average user needs. So let's play a full rhythm now. So like I said, that is the machine playing at full volume straight into the RCA sockets at the back, and this one is also at full volume, so you're bound to get a bit of distortion, but I think we can forgive that. Let's pull it back a little bit. So much better clarity with lower volume input. I know this viewing angle isn't ideal, but like I said before, you can use TRS plugs in these XLR sockets here. And using the same rhythm machine, we'll explore how that sounds going in through this route instead of through the RCAs at the back. So let's start the beat. So you can see there a high level coming from the machine will quickly overload the speakers. So we'll turn the level down on the machine and raise the volume on the speakers. I know it's pretty hard to perceive volume differences at your end, but what we're getting now is a higher level of volume without the distortion. In fact, for my ears, that would be a nice comfortable level to basically do your recording, editing and mastering on. So I guess what that experiment proves is that the Studio GT kit from Samson is more of a precision thing. It's not a battle axe for loud, impressive reproductions of sound. That's for your PA system. This is a precision kit for getting your sound right in the home. So that sums it up, my friends. If your needs are simple and you like an aesthetically pleasing pair of speakers, then I would recommend the Studio GT. The only thing you're going to miss out is very high levels of volume, and we've already discussed that. Anyway, here are some links to some other studio monitors and things that I've reviewed that might interest you. Please share this video, or like, or even subscribe to GearFacts. That would be awesome. I always welcome your comments too, guys. I love discussing studio gear and anything else that I review on GearFacts, so leave me a comment. And I hope you have a good day. I'll see you next time on GearFacts. That's a Samson Studio GT.